this drag race. Down the hill into turn one. They keep it clean. 3 wide behind them. Much different than the last one-lap shootout we saw.
So far, it still looks wild to me, Jamie, and we've got trucks that have been faster all day long back in that pack. There's Suarez. You said he's the best guy on this restart with enough fuel, we think, to make it. What do these guys have in mind of making it to the finish on less fuel than the others?
Brent Cruz in the 70 truck on strategy has found his way up there. Brand new race team, sold his Trans Am team, got himself a truck, and here he is running. They've been in the top 10 in practice. Great speed. Now they find himself battling up in the top 10 once again.
What about the veteran Matt Crafton, champion trucker, right up in the top 5, doing a nice job here today. Had struggled early, had to make some great adjustments to that 88 truck.
Did make great adjustments, and you know, if you'd have told them on lap 5 that this is where they'd be running at this stage of the race, I think Matt would be very happy about that. As we take a look at the foot cam, this is on Christopher Bell leading the race right now, and this is one of my favorite shots that we have across motorsports, really seeing what these drivers do and the tap dance that they have to do, Michael, with the feet, and how perfect you got to be, full throttle all the way up through the S's. And we talked about it earlier. Here in just a moment, he's going to try and grab for 4th gear. And that is a tougher shift than you think, because everything's pulling to the left and you're trying to pull that gear to the right.
Let's see if he rolls off that throttle any. Nope, wide open all the way down the straightaway. We don't know that he has enough gas to get to the finish. Does he get enough a gap and then tries to start playing with that gas pedal?
And I think that's exactly the game plan, right? Get as much of a gap as you can and go into save mode if you have to, because he's, as we mentioned, one of those guys that did not stop, and that's what got him the lead and got him the track position. And it's tough to argue with crew chief Jimmy Villeneuve on the fact that he wanted the track position he's been looking for all day long.
What about Andres Perez? We talked about the speed all day long of that 77 truck. He's racing into the 2nd position. Around Tyler Ankrum. Yeah. That's fast. He could go put some heat on our leader, Christopher Bell.
Andres Perez ran top 5 most of the race and then slipped back and fell outside the top 10. Now he finds himself back out up front, 1 second back from Christopher Bell.
Corey Heim, we see he's in 11th position, just made a nice pass, got up to 10th, racing back there in territory he hasn't been all day long.
And that's exactly what I was just thinking, Michael, is a little further back than what he's been all day long, and we've heard about different drivers talk about how it's changing their trucks when they get further back in the pack, and a lot of space to make up for him right now. Amanda, what do you got on Corey Heim?
Yeah, back to that slow stop, there was an issue with the rear end from Scott Zipadelli, but very slightly right there, but Scott said everything should be fine going forward.
Wow, he put that thing.
Let's listen to the radio, Matt Crafton.
Clear back 5, yeah, he dive bombed you behind the bridge. I just saw it too late. Sorry, dude. Yeah, I couldn't see it, man. It was too far around the corner. I can't see it.
Regan, you nailed it. You said the spotters have a tough position there, and it looked like Daniel did his best to stay off of Matt when he realized Matt didn't know he was there.
And I think that's exactly why he got sideways. You're right, Michael.
18 laps to go from Watkins Glen. Can Christopher Bell hang on and take home the win? Or will it be Andres Perez or somebody else? Stay with us.
Inside of Majeski.
Just overshooting the corner, and that would make a lot of sense if he's having that brake fade when you go to that pedal and you expect it to do what you want it to do, and it didn't.
Let's listen to his radio.
Brake pads, man. You gotta fix this, dude. I mean, I just went into the bus stop with no brakes at all.
We've heard that a lot today, Regan. I think, you talked about bouncing around on the curbs and the pucks moving back on the brakes. I mean, we've also heard about, pumping the brakes. There's a lot going on. That just shows you how hard these guys are pushing it.
And Corey just said in that radio, he said the brake pads, and that leads me to think they've got something else going on with their brake fade. Like, sometimes different pads can create more heat or cause things to happen a little bit differently. And he's also in traffic for the first time all day. We got to keep that in mind, because I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but that could be just enough to keep those brakes up a little more than what he experienced out front.
Well, we talk talk about this being a super speedway road course. So you got a lot of speed here. Traffic does affect things.
That little hiccup for Corey Heim cost him 3 spots. Remember, he's going for his 4th straight road course win. Does he have enough time to get it done, guys, as he sits 9th right now with 15 laps, now 14 laps to go?
So the driver who's loving all of this chaos and everything going on right now, as we keep saying, is Christopher Bell. And it's, if you look at basically in terms of who's pitted where, Christopher Bell is in a position that we're not sure he's got enough fuel to make it, but what this is allowing him to do.
Max save here for a little while. Max save.
And there you hear it.
That 3.5-second lead allows that.
And it allows it, but it also allows it because the 2 trucks behind him, when we look at Perez as well as Tyler Ankrum, they both pitted on the same lap as Christopher Bell, so they're going to be trying to do the same thing that he is. So it really gives you a lot of opportunity to save even more because of that.
Let's watch that right foot on this straightaway and see if he, you know how aggressively he was slamming the throttle down? Let's see if he rolls out at all. They're telling him max save. It looks like he's got it on the floorboard. Maybe he's letting off early, you know,